Welcome back to Z Coins. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing and potentially valuable quarters out there, the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. This coin could be worth a lot of money, and we're talking upwards of tens of thousands of dollars. If you have one of these tucked away in your pocket change or coin collection, you're going to want to pay close attention. This rare quarter is currently making waves with collectors, especially if it has some specific varieties. So let's get into the details. First, let's cover the basics. The 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter was part of the 50 State Quarters program, which featured 5 new quarter designs each year from 1999 to 2008. Wisconsin's design, minted in 2004, includes a cow, a round of cheese, and an ear of corn, a great representation of the state's agricultural industry. But what really has collectors interested in this coin isn't the design itself, but some special errors and varieties that have made a few 2004 Wisconsin quarters exceptionally valuable. Let's break down these special varieties, so you'll know exactly what to look for. Alright, so the key detail we're focusing on here is in the corn stalk on the reverse side of the coin. There are 2 well-known error varieties that have made certain 2004 Wisconsin quarters highly valuable, the high leaf and low leaf varieties. Both of these varieties show an extra leaf on the left side of the corn stalk. These errors were likely caused by a die gouge, which resulted in the appearance of an extra leaf. In the high leaf variety, the extra leaf appears just a little bit higher on the corn stalk. In the low leaf variety, it's positioned lower down. Both of these varieties are scarce, and collectors absolutely love them. They've become 2 of the most coveted coins in the State Quarter series. Now, let's talk about the numbers. If you have a 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter with one of these extra leaf varieties, you're looking at some serious potential value. Coins with either the high or low leaf error can go for hundreds, even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and the current demand among collectors. For instance, back in 2006, just 2 years after the coin's release, some of these error coins were selling for over $1,500. Fast forward to today, and prices for well-preserved examples in higher grades are even more impressive. In lower grades, you might find one of these error coins selling for $500 to $1,000. But if you have a top-grade example, it could sell for much, much more. Recent auctions have shown that these coins, especially in near-perfect condition, can fetch upwards of $10,000. Some reports even mention prices as high as $68,000. But these would be the best of the best, coins graded by professional grading services with nearly flawless condition. So, if you think you might have one of these valuable Wisconsin quarters, here's what you need to do. First, grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and examine the corn stalk closely. Look for that extra leaf, either the high or low leaf variety. Even a slight hint of an extra leaf could mean you've struck gold. Once you've identified that, check the coin's condition. Coins that are in better shape are generally worth more. Consider sending the coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, as a certified grade can often boost the coin's market value. Now, you might be wondering why these quarters are so valuable. Well, it comes down to a few factors: rarity, condition, and collector demand. The high and low leaf varieties are relatively scarce, so demand is high. And, as with many collectible items, the rarer something is, the more people are willing to pay for it. The 2004 Wisconsin Quarter has this added appeal because it's a known and well-loved error among collectors. Plus, it's part of the State Quarter series, which was widely collected by millions of Americans. If you're lucky enough to own one of these valuable quarters, you might be wondering where and how to sell it. My advice is to first have it authenticated and graded. A certified coin will almost always fetch a higher price than an ungraded one. Once you have that grade, you can explore auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions, or even bring it to a reputable coin dealer. Before you list your coin, research recent sales of the same variety and condition. This will give you an idea of what price to set. And remember, patience is key. If your coin is in great condition, waiting for the right buyer can often lead to a higher payout. So, to sum it up, if you come across a 2004 D Wisconsin State quarter with a high or low leaf variety, you might just have a small fortune on your hands. Check that corn stalk carefully, keep an eye on market trends, and get it graded to see its true potential. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across one of these valuable quarters, or if you have any other coin collecting stories to share. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck. We're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change or piggy bank. It's the 2001 D quarter dollar, and some of these coins are worth big money. Yes, some are currently valued at as much as $69,000 on the market. If you're curious about what makes these coins so special, how to tell if you have a valuable one, and what the current market value is, stay tuned. You might be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. The 2001 D quarter dollar is part of the 50 State Quarters series that was released by the United States Mint from 1999 to 2008. Each coin from this series features a unique design representing one of the 50 states. The 2001 D quarters represent various states like New York, Rhode Island, North Carolina, Vermont, and Kentucky. The D Mint mark on these coins signifies that they were minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the primary mints in the U.S. But here's the big question: what makes this coin so valuable, and why are collectors willing to pay such high prices? Not all 2001 D quarters are worth thousands of dollars, but some rare versions have unique features that make them extremely valuable. So, what exactly should you look for? Some 2001 D quarters have minting errors that occurred during production, which can significantly increase their value. Common error types include: this happens when a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a mishap in the minting process. Off-center strikes. In this case, the coin's design isn't centered correctly, resulting in an off-center appearance. These errors are valuable because they make the coin unique, increasing demand among collectors. Another critical factor is the condition or grade of the coin. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they haven't been used in daily transactions and have minimal wear, are far more valuable than circulated coins. Coin grades range from poor, P, to mint state, MS, and the highest grading level, usually between MS 65 and MS 70, can fetch the highest prices. Coins graded MS 69 or MS 70 by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are often the ones reaching that incredible $69,000 mark. Speaking of grading, getting your coin professionally graded can be worth the investment if you believe you have a rare 2001 D quarter. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are two of the most respected organizations for this. They can authenticate your coin, assign it a grade, and seal it in a protective holder. This grade is essential to determining its market value, as collectors rely heavily on these grades when buying high-value coins. Now, let's talk numbers. As of now, top-quality 2001 D quarters with rare errors or a high MS grade can be valued as high as $69,000. However, the majority of 2001 D quarters in circulated condition tend to be worth only their face value of 25 cents. The market is particularly strong for quarters with high-grade conditions and rare errors. If you have a quarter with a clear minting error or a grade above MS 65, the coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on demand. So how can you tell if your 2001D quarter is valuable? Here are some steps to help you get started. Check the condition. If it looks nearly untouched and shows minimal signs of wear, you could be holding a high-grade coin. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the quarter for any doubling on the letters, numbers, or edges. You might also spot off-center designs or clipped areas around the coin's edge. Weigh the coin. An unusual weight might indicate a planchet error. Standard quarters weigh around 5.67 grams, so anything significantly lighter or heavier might be worth a closer look. Consider getting it graded. If your coin looks like it might have one or more of these features, send it to a grading service to get a professional opinion. Grading can cost $30 to $50, but it's worth it for a potentially valuable find. You might wonder, why are 2001D quarters specifically in such high demand? Well, the 50-state quarters program was one of the most popular series the U.S. Mint has ever released, drawing in millions of new collectors. The series ignited a nationwide coin collecting craze, with many people looking to complete the full collection. Now, years later, collectors are still interested in high-quality, rare quarters from this series, and prices have been driven up by competition. Coins from the early 2000s in perfect condition or with unique errors have become harder to find, creating scarcity and driving prices even higher. So there you have it. If you have a 2001D quarter, take a close look. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Check for errors, assess its condition, and consider professional grading if you believe you have something special. Who knows, you might just have a $69,000 coin in your possession. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and valuable finds like this are always exciting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting insights. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any valuable tips. And let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins in your collection. We're going to dive deep into the world of rare coins, specifically focusing on the 1991D Mint Mark quarter. So grab your coin collections, because you may just have a hidden treasure waiting for you. First, let's break down the basics. The 1991D quarter is a Washington quarter, part of a series of coins that features the image of George Washington. This quarter was minted in Denver, Colorado, as shown by the small D mint mark you'll see right below Washington's image on the coin. Now, 1991 was a year without any major shifts in the production of these quarters. Over 900 million of these quarters were produced in Denver alone. But among this high number of minted coins, certain rare and unique variations, often due to minting errors or very high quality, have skyrocketed in value. So why would a 1991D quarter be worth more than face value? What makes some of these coins so special? It's all about rarity, condition, and specific features. When a coin is extremely well preserved, especially in a condition known as MS68 or MS69, it becomes highly desirable. MS68 and above are considered near perfect by coin grading standards, and this level of preservation is extremely rare. Coins in these mint states show no wear and tear, no scratches, and have a flawless luster. The rarity of such high-condition coins is part of why they're worth thousands on the market. In fact, the only known MS68 graded 1991D quarter was sold at auction for nearly $30,000. Here are some notable examples of 1991D quarters that have fetched incredible amounts at auction. Heritage Auctions 2021. A 1991D Washington quarter, graded MS68, sold for a whopping $28,800. This was one of the highest grades recorded for this coin, and its pristine condition made it a collector's dream. Private sales. Some 1991D quarters have been privately sold for prices between $10,000 and $20,000. While private sale prices are typically not as transparent as auction prices, it's clear these quarters are highly coveted. Now, for most 1991D quarters that you'll find in circulation or in pocket change, the value will still only be 25 cents unless they're in absolutely pristine condition. But that's what makes hunting for rare quarters so fun. You never know what you might find. Now, let's talk about the current market. Why are these coins seeing such high values right now? Like most collectible markets, coin values fluctuate based on demand, economic conditions, and the general interest in numismatics. Lately, rare and high-grade coins have been seeing a surge in value. Investors and collectors alike are increasingly viewing coins as stable investments, especially when they're in limited supply. In 2024, a top-quality 1991D quarter, if found in MS68 or better, could be valued anywhere from $40,000 to $70,000. However, it's essential to remember that the coin's grade, as assessed by professional services like PCGS or NGC, is what truly determines its worth. Current market range for 1991D quarter in MS68, $40,000 $70, 000 inch. So how can you tell if your 1991D quarter is valuable? First, you'll want to check the mint mark. Make sure it has the D under Washington's head. Next, examine the condition of your coin. Look closely for any wear, scratches, or discoloration. If you see noticeable signs of use, it's likely not worth much more than face value. For an accurate assessment, you may want to get the coin professionally graded. Professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) can help you determine if your coin is worthy of a high grade. This process does cost a fee, but if you believe your coin is in excellent condition, it's worth considering. Let's say you find a 1991D quarter in excellent condition. How do you sell it? You have a few options. First, consider online auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, which specialize in high-value coins. These platforms can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Alternatively, you can approach coin dealers, although you may get a slightly lower offer as they'll want to make a profit on resale. Another great option is attending a coin show, where you can meet multiple dealers and get competitive offers. So, who knew that a simple 1991D quarter could be worth a fortune? While finding one in pristine condition is rare, it's definitely possible. And even if your 1991D quarter isn't worth tens of thousands, coin collecting can be an incredibly rewarding hobby. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more insights into the fascinating world of rare coins and valuable collectibles. We're diving into a fascinating topic in the world of numismatics, specifically the 1990p mint mark $quarter coins. You might be wondering, what makes these quarters so special? Well, stick around because these coins have some surprising values, and you won't want to miss out on what we have to share. Let's get started. The United States Mint produces billions of coins every year, but not all of them hold significant value. The 1990p quarter, minted in Philadelphia, is one of those rare exceptions. To understand why this quarter can fetch high prices, let's first look at its history. In 1990, the U.S. was experiencing economic changes, with shifts in technology and culture. The quarter itself features the iconic design by John Flanagan, depicting George Washington on the front, and an eagle on the reverse side. But it's not just about the design, it's about rarity and demand. During its mintage year, over 1 billion quarters were produced. But what's important to note is that while many were made, the condition and specific mint mark can dramatically affect their value. The P mint mark indicates it was struck in Philadelphia, and it's essential for collectors. The most sought-after varieties are in uncirculated condition, or those that have been graded by professional services. If you're lucky enough to find a 1990p quarter in pristine condition, it could be worth much more than just face value. Now, let's talk numbers. As of now, the current market value of the 1990p quarter can be as high as $71,000. Yes, you heard that right. This staggering value is based on recent sales at auctions and private transactions. But how did it reach such a price? Let's break it down. Factors influencing the value include rarity, demand among collectors, and the overall market trend for silver and collectible coins. Coins that have been graded MS67 or higher have sold for substantial amounts, pushing the average value well above its face value. If you're curious whether you have a valuable 1990p quarter, here are a few tips on how to identify one. Check the reverse side of the coin. The P mint mark is located just above the word quarter dot. Coins in uncirculated condition will have no wear on the surfaces and show a good amount of luster. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can give you a better idea of your coin's value based on its grade. Display grading scale graphics for visual aid. If you think you have a valuable 1990p quarter, you might be wondering where to sell it. There are several options. Platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great for reaching a wider audience. Attending coin conventions allows you to connect with collectors and experts. Make sure to do your research and compare prices to get the best deal. There are a few myths surrounding the 1990p quarter that we should address. Some people believe that all 1990p quarters are worth a fortune. This is not true. Most are just regular quarters worth 25 cents unless they meet certain criteria. Another misconception is that simply having a 1990p quarter guarantees value. Remember, condition, rarity, and demand are the key players in determining worth. Thanks for joining me today as we explored the incredible world of the 1990p quarter dollar coins. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content on coin collecting, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you found any valuable coins recently? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep searching those pockets and change jars. You never know what you might find. We're diving deep into a topic that's exciting for both coin collectors and casual viewers alike. We're talking about the 1987p mint mark quarter dollar coin. You might not think much about it at first glance, but this little piece of currency can actually be worth a staggering amount of money, up to $72,000. That's right, you heard me. So, stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this valuable coin. First, let's take a step back and understand the basics. The 1987 quarter dollar is part of the George Washington Quarter Series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday. This particular quarter features the familiar image of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases an eagle, a classic symbol of American currency. The P in 1987p stands for Philadelphia, the mint where this quarter was produced. It's important to note that during this year, the U.S. Mint struck about 1.4 billion quarters, making the 1987p quarter common at first glance. However, certain factors can dramatically increase its value, making it a sought-after item among collectors. Now, you might be wondering why this specific quarter is worth so much money. The key lies in rarity and condition. Most 1987p quarters you find in circulation are just worth their face value of 25 cents. However, there are a few specific types of this coin that are highly sought after. One example is the 1987p quarter with double die obverse. This rare error occurs when the coin is struck with a misaligned die, resulting in doubled lettering on the obverse. Coins like these can fetch prices of up to $72,000 or more at auction, depending on their condition. Now, let's talk about the current market value. According to recent auction results and sales data, pristine examples of the 1987p quarter, especially those with unique errors, are being listed and sold for impressive amounts. The highest sale recorded for an uncirculated example is around $72,000. This isn't just a fluke. It indicates that there's real demand for rare coins, especially among collectors looking to fill their collections with valuable pieces. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for coins that can appreciate over time. If you have a 1987 P quarter that you suspect might be special, getting it professionally graded can help establish its value. Grading services like PCGS or NGC will assess the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can significantly influence its market value. So, how can you identify if your 1987 P quarter is worth more than face value? Here are some tips. Check for errors. Look for any signs of doubling on the lettering or unique minting errors. These can greatly increase value. Examine the condition. Coins in mint state condition, MS, are much more valuable than those that are worn. Use a magnifying glass to look for scratches, wear, and other imperfections. Stay informed about the market. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and others can give you insight into what similar coins are selling for. Professional grading. If you think your coin might be valuable, consider sending it to a professional grading service. This can provide a clear picture of its value and potential market demand. So there you have it. The 1987 P quarter dollar coin isn't just another piece of change. With the right features and in the right condition, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more amazing content about coin collecting and numismatics, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you ever come across a 1987 P quarter or any other valuable coins? Share your stories in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy collecting! We have a fascinating topic that could turn your everyday pocket change into a treasure trove. We're diving into the world of the 1978 no-mint mark quarter dollar coins. If you have one of these in your collection, or perhaps lying around in your change jar, you might want to stick around because these coins are worth some serious money, up to $73,000. First, let's talk about the 1978 quarter dollar design. This coin features the iconic Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases the classic eagle. But what makes the 1978 quarter particularly interesting is its unique minting history. In the U.S. minting process, each coin typically has a mint mark indicating where it was produced. For 1978 quarters, they were minted in Philadelphia, which is where the absence of a mint mark becomes significant. Unlike other years, where you might find mint marks like D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, the 1978 Philadelphia quarters did not bear any mint mark. This lack of a mint mark is critical when it comes to their value. But wait, what makes this coin so special that it's fetching prices in the tens of thousands? The value of coins is largely determined by their rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. The 1978 no-mint mark quarters are known for their scarcity, particularly in higher grades. While millions of quarters were produced that year, not all are created equal. Coins in uncirculated condition can see their prices skyrocket. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state 70 being perfect. The value of a 1978 no-mint mark quarter can vary drastically depending on its condition. For example, a quarter graded MS64 might fetch around $3,000, while an MS67 can go for upwards of $10,000. But the real jackpot is in coins graded even higher. Some of the highest grade examples have been auctioned for amounts exceeding $73,000. The market for rare coins is dynamic. Auctions and coin shows are where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for pristine examples. As more collectors enter the market and the available inventory of high-grade 1978 no-mint mark quarters dwindles, prices are expected to climb even higher. So how do you know if you have one of these valuable coins? First, check your change. Look for a 1978 quarter without a mint mark. Next, evaluate its condition. Is it shiny and new, or does it show signs of wear and tear? You'll want to invest in a good magnifying glass to inspect the coin closely. Look for luster, scratches, or blemishes. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, consider getting it graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). This process can authenticate your coin and provide a professional grade, significantly increasing its resale value. If you do find yourself in possession of a valuable 1978 no mint mark quarter, you might be wondering how to sell it. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or local coin shops are great places to start. Always do your research on recent sales to determine the best price and condition. In conclusion, the 1978 no mint mark quarter dollar is more than just a piece of change. It's a collectible treasure that can be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual finder, keeping an eye out for this coin could lead to an unexpected windfall. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share your own stories in the comments below. Have you ever found a valuable coin? We'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching and happy hunting!